In all the varied Grand Prix scene, Monaco is unique. For the tiny principality nestling on the Mediterranean join of France and Italy, yearly presents a motor racing extravaganza of unrivaled opulence. And today, the race was due to start at 3:30, but there is dramatic news because we've heard that there's been a fire in one of the kitchens. The French firemen are in there pouring water into that kitchen, which is directly over the tunnel. And it has been decided, I understand, to start the race, warning the drivers and giving them time to go round on a warm-up lap and see where that wet patch is. Here's the grid. Fastest, Nelson Piquet. Second, Villeneuve. Third, Mansell. Fourth, Reutemann. Fifth, Patrese. Sixth, De Angelis. Seventh, world champion Alan Jones. Eighth, Lafitte. Ninth, Prost. 10th, Watson. Watch for the green and get ready for Sainte Devote. There was big trouble there last year. They're away clearly. Good start. Piquet leads from Villeneuve with Mansell third and Reutemann fourth. Patrese fifth. De Angelis in sixth place, and they're all safely round Sainte Devote. All is not well. Sainte Devote. That's two of the red and white cars. That's an Alfa Romeo in the background, and it's a Marlboro car, and it looks to me like De Cesaris. I'm still trying to identify the one at the back. It's Mario Andretti in the Alfa Romeo. It's Andretti, and now back to the race. Are they going to be able to get those cars off the course in time? Villeneuve, Mansell, Reutemann is fourth, Jones is fifth, Patrese is sixth. This is the end of lap one. And here they come up to they're through. They've got the wreckage out of the way at Sainte Devote. That's incredible. Nelson Piquet leads in the Brabham, and he's got a very considerable lead. Villeneuve there is second, Mansell is third, Reutemann is fourth, Jones is fifth, down to the Portier. Piquet. This is lap 11. Piquet through the tunnel, they're skirting the wet patch. There's enough room for all the cars on the racing line to get through. And I saw one of the Williamses out, but I didn't like to say anything. But I thought it was Alan Jones, but it's Reutemann. Carlos Reutemann, and I see Nigel Mansell has dropped back. Sensational development. Carlos Reutemann, the man who has finished 15 races in succession in the points, into the pits with a very badly damaged nose section. And there is Villeneuve. Ignore the caption, it wasn't Reutemann, of course. Now there's Jones third, Patrese fourth, and De Angelis passing Nigel Mansell. And it's significant that Mansell was just ahead of Reutemann, that Reutemann went into the pits. I'm guessing that they've had a coming together. And that's Mansell in the background coming into the pits. We just caught a flash of Nigel Mansell into the pits. And there's Mansell. That's the Englishman from Hall Green, Birmingham, talking to Nigel Stroud, the man in the earphones. And there's Reutemann in the background. Reutemann rejoining the race, and a quick look at the lap chart tells me he is in 15th position. And these are the second and third place men. Gilles Villeneuve in the turbocharged Ferrari, the French-Canadian, and Australian Alan Jones. And there, Pete Jones is ahead. Alan Jones has gone ahead of Gilles Villeneuve, and we missed it. And hello, what's this? This must be a replay. That's Alan Jones passing Villeneuve. That's where it happened. Villeneuve third, behind him Patrese still in fourth position. I remind you that De Angelis in the Lotus 87 is fifth, and Jacques Lafitte is still in sixth position. And I can tell you that Jones, as he comes up to Sainte Devote, is gaining on Nelson Piquet, no doubt about it. It was over 10 seconds, and the gap is coming down. 26 laps gone, and Patrese's off. Patrese's off. Riccardo Patrese out of the race. So De Angelis is up to fourth, Lafitte is up to fifth, and Arnoux is up to sixth. Arnoux out. Now there's another one. The mice are really getting at him. René Arnoux out of the race, the sixth place man. That's the Renault 20. And that's De Angelis. They're falling out like flies. Elio De Angelis who was in 4th position, is out of the race, and it's at the Tabac. Coming down to the Mirabeau, they're obviously waiting for the leaders, and here comes Pironi challenging Chiva, and Chiva's off! Complete spin! Pironi has, and that was Piquet behind, and Eddie Chiva somehow got to get out of this situation. I think he will, because I can hear the engine is still running. And Eddie Chiva waving his arm, his hands furiously saying, push me back, push me back. I can't get reverse, and now he's away. Eka, Piquet Jones, 5.442, that's the gap. Jones closing, and that, Reutemann out of his car. He's out for the first time in 16 races. Carlos Reutemann has retired. Jones is right with Nelson Piquet. Now, I said there was needle between these two because after the last Grand Prix in Belgium, Nelson Piquet went on record as accusing Alan Jones of deliberately having him off at the chicane. And look at Alan Jones challenging. He's now going to harry Nelson Piquet every inch of the way. He's going to say, I'm here on the right, I'm here on the left, see me behind you. Jones nearly loses it going into the tunnel, and that's given Nelson Piquet the opportunity to break away a bit. Saint-Devant, trouble, that's Alboreto. It's an Alfa, it must be Giacomelli, it's an Alfa Romeo. Yes, I can tell from the helmet and his figure that it's Giacomelli. Alboreto goes round, he's in 9th position, or was, and he spins it. Right, almost, and Giacomelli, there he goes. There was no way that Giacomelli could avoid him. He was completely unsighted as he came round Saint-Devant, and that would be at about 90 miles an hour. While we have been concentrating on the crash, Jones has been concentrating on Piquet, and we see the answer. And who's that? That is Piquet! It's Nelson Piquet, the race leader. He's lost it. I can't just see where. Yes, I can recognise from the yacht in the foreground. That is at the Tabac. Chiva on the racing line. Tombe is out wide. Tombe comes behind Chiva's car. He cuts across. Piquet, I can only think that Piquet was momentarily unsighted. Lost the racing line. And it will be, I suspect there will be a rather sharp interview between Piquet and Tombe in the paddock after this race. And surely now the Monaco Grand Prix, the 39th, has got to go to Alan Jones because he has a very considerable cushion of some 30 seconds between himself and Gilles Villeneuve, who is now in 2nd position in the Ferrari, a great achievement. What is this? Because as I said that, I see that Gilles Villeneuve has closed. It's no longer 30 seconds. Gilles Villeneuve, and I've got the news. Jones has been into the pits. Incredible. Jones has been into the pits, and according to the message that I've had, he's taken on about 3 gallons of fuel. And that was a calculation. And there's Villeneuve. Look how close Villeneuve is to Alan Jones now as they come down to the portiere. And there's an enormous contingent of Ferrari fans here from nearby Italy, and if Villeneuve catches Jones, they will go mad with excitement. But even if he catches Jones, I can't see him getting past. Lap 72, 76 lap race. And I can hear the crowd shouting in the background. You can see them, you can hear them. I can hear them roaring over the engine noise. The crowd is really going mad. 9.9, less than a second between Alan Jones, the leader, and Gilles Villeneuve. Jones must be in some sort of trouble to have allowed Villeneuve to close up on him as much as he has, and Villeneuve goes through! Fantastic! Gilles Villeneuve leads! Lap 73, Gilles Villeneuve has blasted past Alan Jones, whose car is very definitely in trouble. Yet another nouveau leader, the third of the race. First it was Piquet, then it was Jones, and now it is Villeneuve. Magnificent! The darling of the Italian crowd, Gilles Villeneuve, and Ferrari have come good. This is great for motor racing. This is where Jack Brabham went off when it was the Gasworks hairpin. But Villeneuve's not being harried. He's going to win. Villeneuve is winning the 39th Monaco Grand Prix. And Ferrari is really back in the hunt. Victory for Villeneuve. So ends a great Monaco Grand Prix, and with Williams cars first and second in the Manufacturers' Championship, Williams drivers first and second in the Drivers' Championship, Ferrari very much back in the hunt. The next race is obviously going to be one to watch, and that is at Spain in 2 weeks' time.